guys, welcome to the doghouse. My name is Jessica. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Maybe even turn on the bell notification so you know that when we upload a new video each time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any questions or comments about this particular video. And of course, Graham, what are you doing? So today I'm going to show Graham, or show him, obviously you can see it, but I'm going to start muzzle conditioning him, which I think is super important and also I've never actually done before. So we're going to play around with that and see how far we can get him. And it's just a quick session because your training should not take forever. They should be pretty short, fun sessions. As you can see, Graham looks super interested. So, no, he has not eaten today yet. He had a Kong earlier in the day. He had a good walk. He had a good check-it session. So he's not all hyped right now. So that's not the worst thing when you're doing, you're falling asleep, dude. It's not the worst thing when when you need him to really kind of just think a little bit clearer and not to react. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna actually use the clicker for this, just the start of it. And when you teach a new anything, you start, it's all about teeny tiny baby steps. Now this is just a really a standard basket muzzle. It's not, it's not this is not a bark box, bro. This isn't quality, okay? This is something I've probably had for like 10 years, so that's why it probably smells like it's been around some dogs for 10 years. Hey, wait. But it's just the start of it. This is not I don't even know what this brand is. It's something people have probably seen before already. I'm not keen on what's the best brand out there, but I know, push you back, that I know that there is some out there that are way better than others. And also that the best ones actually, he can probably pant in this pretty okay. It's kind of small for his big muzzle, but they should be able to pant in a basket muzzle. They should be able to drink. They do have some that they can drink water and actually eat through. Excuse you. No grooming on camera. Okay, so the first thing that you do with something like this, that I do, is I first teach him to just acknowledge the object or whatever it is. He's already kind of there. He's already curious about it, so that's cool. And again, he's hungry. So that's gonna be interesting, but he is exercised really well. Don't start scooting closer. You gotta stay in frame, okay? So he touched it, so I don't want him to be scared of it. So that's the biggest thing. That's something that actually, being in the vet field for so many years, that I saw is that people, obviously I saw countless amount every day. I mean, tons of dogs that had to wear, they're the best dogs ever, the best dogs at home, but they had to wear a muzzle at the vet. That's totally understandable. We are strangers. We do very rude things to dogs. We poke and prod and restrain for safety, and they have no idea who we are. We are not allowed to, vet techs and vets are not allowed to take the time to really, oh God, I have a cat eating my treats. We're not allowed to take the time to get to know a dog. We have to get these kind of things done within 15 minutes and then on to the next dog that we're gonna be rude to. So that's part of why this is also a really good idea, is because some dogs are great at the vet, but some are not, a lot are not, and that's okay. Grim, no. It's good to have your dog muzzle conditioned just for that purpose. If you're not adding stress, stop. You're not adding stress to their already stressful situation. If a muzzle comes out, they can wear it, they know how to wear it comfortably. A lot of good dog owners bring their own muzzle. What's not the funnest thing is that the quick muzzles we use in the veterinary field are the nylon ones that basically just wrap around the dog's muzzle, and that's very stressful. That's very, stop looking so offended. That's very constricting, and I would get scared as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm showing him the food, and then I'm dropping it down in And so he's already kind of just getting comfortable with the idea of putting his face in this object. So he's good at this, so I'm not even clickering yet. He's not the most, look at that. He's not super duper clicker boy, because he wasn't really, I mean, I did some when he was younger, but I'm not heavy on the clicker training. I definitely am seeing more benefits to it. So I'm dropping it in and clicking while he gets it. So that's good. Oops. This food I'm using is really funny. But I've had situations being a vet tech that even a dog seeing a muzzle, I mean, it made them, just seeing one in my hand, a stranger, made them become unglued. And that's just not, obviously he's got a very negative, association with the muzzle, which is not the best thing ever. We don't want our dogs to be miserable and stressed all the time about life. I mean, there's also the point of, I was a little late, she got it. There's also the point of the fact that if you have a very aggressive dog, if your dog is just simply aggressive, it should, it's a requirement by law if it's legally a dangerous dog, good boy, they have to wear a muzzle when they're not on their own property or contained. So better get that dog muzzle, conditioned to wear a muzzle so it can have a little bit more freedom in its life, because it's only going to make it worse if it can't. But if you do need to take it off property for any reason, why not help, relieve some of that stress of wearing a muzzle, which can be stressful, by making them used to wearing it. So yeah, if you have a dangerous dog, that's simply a reason why you should have it muzzled. If you're not sure if your dog is gonna bite somebody, if your dog's going through a fear stage, if you're working on certain things, if you wanna make sure your dog is never, put in the situation of being a liability or taken away from you, or you fined or euthanized because it bit somebody. So yeah, if your dog's aggressive, going through a fear stage, and you want to just make sure, that's to me, I consider that a safety measure for my dog. It could mean the end of your dog's life. Good boy. And a pretty bad thing for your wallet. I mean, you get fined and ticketed and all that fun stuff. So that's one reason. I'm not adding a command. Excuse you. I'm not adding any kind of word to this just yet. This is just motions shaping. And then we'll do word association. Good. That's kind of just object, like showing the object, getting the move down. But yeah, so some dogs are required to wear them. You never know, in a state of emergency, there might be places that you have to go with your dog that require them to be muzzled. It might be the safest thing for them to be muzzled. It's just, Grim doesn't need a muzzle, as far as I'm concerned, but to have him muzzle conditioned is just one. First of all, I mean, I like taking the opportunity to teach my dog anything new. So this is fun, right? It's, gear. Being comfortable and flexible with any kind of gear is just a good thing. If I ever need to go somewhere with Grim, if I want to, I mean, dogs are animals, okay? I don't care if you think they're your babies or whatever, that's cool. I call them kids in a sense that they're these young critters that I hang out with. Not like babies, my children. I do say the children, but just because they're just little dumb kids. They're animals. Kids are animals to me. So there's that. But he's an animal. Every dog is an animal, and you never know what kind of stresses they could. Oh boy, it's funny just to watch them do it. Something can cause them to bite. They have teeth. They have a mouth. They're an animal. If you make them uncomfortable, if something happens. Let's say going to the vet. I don't work at the vet anymore, so I'm now, you know, I can't be spoiled to where I'm always going to be the one to handle Grim during those kinds of things. If there's an emergency surgery, you know, I know there's vets out there that are very flexible with owners. I've worked with a lot that are not. So that's a big worry for me. What are you doing? Good. And so there's that. But if he ever does need to be handled by a stranger in a fast, you know, any kind of situation, so in the event that he could bite, you never know, I would like him to be able to wear a muzzle comfortably, and I don't want that to add to the already probably stressful situation most of the time. But a good rule for training is, you know, you got to back up some steps when you're teaching, and like if your dog is the most professional sitter in the world, but you've never done it outside of your house, well, if you go in the front yard and you try to make them sit, you might have to actually back up some of the steps. You can't just maybe like lay on the ground and say sit. Good boy, yes. So that was probably a good almost 20 minutes, which is actually a lot longer than I really push him for like one basic thing. He's actually not bored of it, which is good. That's not always going to be the case with everybody's dog. So there's that, but I'm going to go ahead and give him a break, and I'll work on this some more, probably tomorrow, maybe later today. But yeah, muzzle conditioning is important, and let me see what happens. What do you think of this? I don't even know if this fits you. Not very well. Is that okay? Good boy. I'm not gonna clip it. Good boy. Knee plots or stretch. Oh, cute. Okay. All right, so yeah, muzzle conditioning is really cool. Just teaching your dog to be gear flexible. I don't know what else to call it. That's just what I look at it as. Like, maybe he'll never have to wear a muzzle, but maybe he will. And it's just good to have a flexible dog. Why wouldn't you want to? Less stress for your dog. That's what I want, the least amount of stress for this weasel. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you have any muzzle suggestions, I'm pretty sure I can easily find the muzzles that I actually would recommend. This is just, I was just using this as a prop to start the whole process and motion of sticking your big German nose in something. Grim, what are you looking at? Okay. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Grim needs a nap apparently. And I'll see you guys in the next video.